What's up, everybody? My name is Game Over, and welcome back to this episode of Tales of Algerath! I'm excited to be back. We are sitting in our lovely adventure seats, and my lovely adventurers are sitting along with me. Say hello!
Ooh, hello.
Hello there.
And then there's Fang
Don't
Pro.
know we.
Hello.
Um,
Hi.
holy shoot, we just actually heard Fang Pro's voice. Uh, Digger and Limpton T will be joining us later on. That is, if I can actually annoy Limpton T enough to actually get him in here. But yeah, so far it's just us, and we will. And how are you guys feeling today?
But fine.
All right. AU Fang always says hello. Okay. Um. So before we jump in, there's one thing that I want to do because I don't want to do it like when we're in the middle, like when we get to the actual fight. So, can everybody please tell me? Can everybody please roll initiative now? And we're gonna keep this until the end of the fight.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Give me a second. Where's this? Tiny us. Natural 20.
Holy shit! Okay. Well, Mina is
Plus two.
definitely at the top of the thing.
I love the shiny dice. Shiny dice.
Is it like my dice? How they get like 4 natural 20s in a row, or 5 or 7 natural 20s in a row?
No, it's not. It's not that extreme, but I can show you how shiny they are.
Fang Brew, Leroy, please roll initiative now. $19 plus 5, 24. Okay, Mino, sorry you're not at the top of the initiative. because Fang,
Shiny dice.
because Fang's character is weird.
But my shiny dice.
Oh wait, I've seen those dices.
Yeah, I think I showed them once before. But they are so shiny.
They are. I think Leroy is. I think Leroy left.
Oh no.
I may or may not have been talking to myself.
Is that something new?
Leroy, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. Just saving my character sheet. Because I don't want to redo everything.
By the way, Fang says natural 20 goes first, even if his roll is higher.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just swap these around. There we go.
Please tell me I can use my commands. Update. Think Arabe broke.
Or you use your physical dice.
I prefer using real dice over the computer.
I mean, your dice are broken.
My dice are broken, yes, but there's oh, I just got a natural 1. You jinxed my dice!
Woo!
Why is Arabe broken?
Leroy, I need you to roll initiative. Roll initiative, buddy.
I did the check, but Arabe is not doing it.
Then use real dice!
but I'm not nowhere near my dice. Literally.
Would you like me to roll, and you
Yes,
just go and get your
please.
dice?
Use your
If you offer-
good dice.
Alright.
Use your really.
I will... Just remember, Mino just jinxed my dice and I got a natural 1, so...
I mean, maybe now all the bad juju is out.
Leroy, you go and get your dice, and I'm gonna roll for you for now. You got a 5.
Even with somebody else's luck, I'm always at the bottom.
I mean, maybe I really jinxed it.
Maybe you really did. And if you did, then I'm gonna move on to my other dice.
It's a 6 though. It's a 6 technically with a +1 to initiative.
Alright. And now, everybody please tell me their AC.
13.
13.
By the way, a question about Nimble being not
He's a bird.
Nimble switching place with his Patreon.
Yeah.
It's a bird.
Yeah, I mean, he turned into a bird. Did he just shrink down and turn into a
He
bird, or is
turned...
it
Basically,
like-
he looks like a normal crow now.
Yeah, but my thought is it like a polymorph or wild shape where all his materials, like his weapon, his pouch, his whatever, is
Yes.
in the raven form?
Yep.
Or did it just?
I'm not that heartless where I would just make Nimble naked with none of his equipment.
Oh yeah, guess what?
What?
My initiative, my armor class is a 14 now.
Oh, okay. So Leroy's
Hey,
armor
I
class.
lied.
Leroy's armor class is 14.
Because I remember Nimble having that +2 AC ring.
And 19 for Fang Pru. Alright, there we go. Now we are ready to jump back in. Lempton T and Digger will join us afterwards, and I will ask them the exact same stuff. But for now, everybody please move on to the campaign chat, and we shall continue our adventure.
Woo.
Alright, so last time we were in Tales of Algerath. You guys made your way to the Kingdom of Technology. A lot of filler stuff happened. A lot of stuff that was just pure you guys asking around for. Oh, right. I forgot my usual move into the campaign chat, please. Damn it. Okay, that was my bad. But anyway, you guys made it to the Kingdom of Technology. A lot of filler stuff happened, which was just purely you guys asking around for stuff. After a lot of something, you guys made it to the main tower, which is the castle of the Kingdom of Technology, and you met Dr. Ignition, and he told you about his great creation, the Collector, and the power of positive and negative energy, and yada yada yada. Then a big explosion happened outside, and you guys saw that all the robots were running amok. They were... No more Sonic! No Sonic! He's not Eggman! You guys were... you guys saw that the robots were running amok. They were hurting people. You guys took out a few of them and found out that one of the pipes that were housing the negative energy, was broken, and it must have leaked out and contaminated all the other robots and made them go haywire. What was guarding that pipe was an essence of Tlif's magical Patreon, also known as a shadow being. Which was your first fight with a shadow being. I hope that was exciting and yada yada yada. You fixed the pipe, but
we clapped it.
you fixed the pipe, but the robots are still running amok. And now you know that Tlif has something to do with all this. So, we begin today's session. You guys are still standing next to the pipe that you just fixed. As you see the Shadow Being's essence just disappear to the winds. And the sounds of screaming around you can still be heard.
I feel like all this is a distraction.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
We know that the what was it? Energy orb or
The basically positive and negative energy.
yeah, the positive and negative energy. Fengku and I we went to the library and found out that it's not there where the king has put it. Nimble's Patreon. By the way, my apologies. I never asked what we should call you.
My name has no such meaning in today's world of now. How about Davis for now?
Okay.
I'm gonna call you Dave.
Fair enough.
You look like a Dave.
I'm in Nimble's I'm in Nimble's crow body. Are you saying that Nimble should be a Dave?
Yeah, he looks like a Dave. Been trying to say that for the past few months, but I've been holding back.
Oh. I'll pass that on to him.
So, Davis, I know Nimble usually asks you for guidance. Do you have any idea where this energies can be? If not, where the king put them?
Once Nimble asked me the same question, but for looking for a person instead. I told him that everyone has a connection to magic in some form, whether they use it or not. The way I find out differences between people is how much bigger their connection to magic is. They appear more as blips on a map rather than actual seeing them. While some people who are more connected to magic have bigger blips, some who are weaker to magic have smaller ones, but they're blips nevertheless. I can tell you where I can find the magic. I cannot tell you where it is.
Can you see how big my connection to magic is?
The crow's eyes close for a second. Then it opens and he says,
You have barely any connection to magic. It is more so the technology you carry that has magic power.
So you are quite skilled in knowing people's magic capability?
I mean, I am from a race that came before everything else, and we made technology that's better than anything else that could muster, and also ascended us to a point of godhood, so yes, I am.
By the way, Fengpu says, I'm gonna call you Jojo. and what about me? What about
he
Fengpu?
closes his eyes and says,
You are strong with magic, but the magic that you carry isn't your own. Do you have a pact with another worldly being?
Yes, I could.
I'm not even going to ask how that works, but okay.
Can you at least point us in a direction? I mean, they should be one of the more dominant sources of magic They should be the most dominant sources of magic here.
As you wish.
He closes his eyes. But instead of as it was with Leroy and Fang Pru, this one takes him a minute. Takes him a long minute. Almost like a whole 10 minutes to figure this out. But then he opens his eyes and it's like,
This was tricky. You see, with all the pipes that seem to be around us, the magic energy is hard to track, as instead of dots it looks more like lines. But the origin is up there.
he lifts up his wing and points to the top of the castle where you were talking to Dr. Ignition.
Can I look for something to basically be a shield?
You find a lot of scrap metal around you. Like, this is the kingdom of technology and most stuff is made out of metal in this place, so you find a lot of scrap metal.
Can I make it into a shield?
I'm gonna say no, because you would need a very good blacksmith, and artificers can become blacksmiths. Don't get me wrong, but you would need blacksmith area, like a office or some sort of area that a blacksmith uses to create weapons.
Do you know there's an ability for artificers that can literally make their own tools out of nowhere?
Yes, but I don't think you can make a literal oven out of nowhere. You know that lava oven that they stick a sword in?
It's literally an artisan's tool. I don't know. It's literally called the right tool for the job. With thieves' tools or artisan's tools in hand, you can magically create one set of artisan's tools in an occupied space within 5 feet of you.
Alright, so what's the thing called so I can read it?
The right tool for the job. I don't know why this works like this.
The right tool for the job. I don't want opinions, I want to know what it is.
By the way, Fang Pru says, yes, a cat. A space cat. One of them last one
Space cat!
Sure, I'd like to join you, Fang Pru.
So Leroy and Fang Pru were playing cards.
forgot I can do
And
this.
the funny thing is that I can double every time I use tools for something. To plus 10 now. Oh.
Okay, right tool for the job. At third level, you learn how to produce exactly the tool you need, the thieves' tools or artisan's tools in hand. You can magically create one set of artisan's tools. Okay, so this is more so... You know how a class can start out with a specific, like, tool pack? You create one of them.
Yeah,
Like,
and you can, and apparently smith's tools, and it's part of the artisan's tool set.
So, D&D, Smith's tools. Let's see. Smith's tools including hammer, tongs, charcoal. Okay, yeah. So you could make the Smith's tools and in probably like a couple of minutes create a shield. Yes, you can.
Haha. I don't know if it's actually still working.
It's not working.
Can we do a time skip?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might time skip it. Yes, I only time skip if it's necessary.
okay, so the next So we should go back to the top of the tower where the king was.
Time to climb the tower. You don't need to climb the tower. This isn't the City of Thieves again. There's literally just stairs. You don't need to make a rope that you can climb all the way up there. There's stairs. You don't need to climb the outside of the tower. There are stairs inside.
But I want to.
God damn it.
So many stairs.
We got 2 hours and I'm planning a boss fight here. I need you guys to be careful with the time.
So we move. Shall we move to the tower? Le gentleman.
Never mind. Let's just say my AC bumped up all the way to 16.
What?
Yeah, and I got one more infusion that gives me a +1 to my shield to AC. Guess
Can
what
you...
happens when I reach level 10?
What?
All of my infusions turn into a +2.
Oh. Oh no. Okay. So, do you guys make your way, can backflip up the stairs as usual? Okay, yeah, you can do that. Roll acrobatics as you guys make your way to the castle.
Just bang.
You still owe me a healing potion, okay.
Okay, then just give me the materials and I'll make you one right now, and I'll make it better than you'll ever have me know.
So, you guys make your way to the
Everybody goes
castle.
down, you need to hear me.
You guys make your way to the castle. You open up the door to hear it echoing 25. So yeah, you constantly do backflips up the stairs when we get there. You open up the door to hear complete echoing. The lights are off. There's no guards that were there before to greet you. It seems as though everybody's out dealing with the chaos, with just a single echo of a scurrying man or dwarf scientist just panicking upstairs. When you guys get to the stairs, Fang Pru just goes ballistic, backflipping up the stairs. Like I'm talking, yeah, just like that. I'm talking like Olympics, just straight all the way to the top.
Should we be very careful?
When
To get ambushed while we climb
Yeah, that
these
smells like
stairs.
crap.
when you guys get to the top of the stairs, you find Dr. Ignition kind of panicking, messing around with a bit of machinery, a few buttons and knobs that you guys have zero clue what they do. As you see, the collector is turned off.
Oh, yo, Ego. Lego my Ego. What's wrong with your robot?
I knew what was happening. I can see it. I needed to turn him off before things get out of hand. If the negative energy even dares touch this thing, it could go really bad very easily.
Hey, look, you've actually been smart for the first time ever since we met you.
How do we shut off the energy?
There is a power switch, but it would be better if we just took the power source out of its natural station. It's just upstairs. And as he says that it's just upstairs, you guys hear,
Thank you for telling me exactly where it is.
I can blow it up if you want. Hey, Ego, do you want me to blow it up?
you guys look around. You don't see Tlif until he steps out from behind the collector.
Hey, yo, what's up? How you been?
He looks at you guys and says,
Good to see you again.
then again,
The last time we saw each other, I was suggesting to kill you all and take your artifact, so maybe it isn't good we see each other again.
Can I charm him
You
with my good looks?
sure, you can charm him. Is there a
Who said how is your family?
Long dead.
What do I roll?
Charisma.
yeah, charisma.
So what should I roll? Persuasion?
Charisma. Charisma for charming.
My charisma. Man, oh wait, I have perfume of bewitching.
Okay, please explain.
I was gonna put the thing in Arave, but I can't because it's down. Like always.
Do you want me to roll for you?
It's an item.
Didn't you say it gives you advantage?
You can apply. Last 1 hour for the duration. All advantage to charisma saving. Yeah.
Alright, so you have advantage, so I will roll for you, and I will...
Oh, I can roll for. I got the Beyond app.
Okay, then roll.
Today's session is
Weird.
sponsored by DnD.
Not sponsored by nothing!
We wish it would be.
It's sponsored by no one!
I got a 13, and I'm gonna roll with my D20 because I don't trust the Rite Aid. Or the D&D Beyond app. There we go. Leroy Watson! God damn it!
What is it?
I got a 13 and an 11.
Okay. You got 13 and 11. You failed. Because I just rolled wisdom for Tlif and he got higher.
By the way, Feng Crew tried intimidation with a
24. Okay. Let's see. Intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
Natural 20.
Can I intimidate him?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, yada yada. What does an 11 do?
Let's see. Absolutely nothing. So after all of these constant, all this constant for game theory, there are smarter backgrounds. Ah, you saw the YouTubers and Twitch streamers as D&D classes. Yeah, I didn't know exactly what to give them. It was just straight artificer because I didn't know, and the background, I only saw one scientific thing. The rest of them didn't make sense, or at least I read them and it didn't seem like it fit them. Honestly, yeah, hearing this is awesome. Sage, Reacher would have fit. Yeah, it probably would have. But anyway, back to the thing. So after all this happened, Leroy trying to charm Tlif and Fangpru and Leroy both intimidating him, both failing. He goes, "Enough!" Smashes his staff on the ground. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh dear.
So what do you? Oh god, no.
Pretty much, I am only expecting Fangpru to succeed on this.
At least give us some hope. Come on, man. That ain't
Four,
nice.
14, that's a fail. 29, that's a succeed.
What does a 10 do?
That's a fail. So Mino and Leroy get blasted back, just go flying backwards. You guys are now prone about 20 feet away from where you previously were. Fangpru, you get moved back. You get moved back 5 feet, but you don't get knocked down prone. You basically just slide backwards a little bit.
I would like to spend a charge on my repulsion shield.
Okay. Mind explaining to me what this is planning to do?
You gain a +1 bonus to your armor class while wielding the shield while you hold it. The wielder can use a reaction immediately after being hit with melee. No, that's not it. Oh, I got the wrong one. Never mind.
Alright. Tlif then says, "Now, as I would love to stay and kill you all myself, I got a date with Destiny. So I'll leave you to this guy." And then you guys look beside him as he is right next to a pipe with negative energy in it. He lifts his staff and smashes the pipe open. Negative energy comes flying out and goes directly to the collector. Tlif then steps backwards towards the doorway, towards upstairs, and
Can I
Cat
persuade him to
and
stay?
pun.
Can I persuade him to stay?
You can try. You can try.
I am called the Karen. I shall put all my power into this Karen move.
The ultimate Karen.
I got a 24.
Holy shoot! Okay, let's see what. Did you get a natural 20 or is?
Just a 24.
Okay. Natural 20.
But what's
Mino,
what's
you
the
didn't
lowest
jink my
total
dice.
score? So what's the total score that he has? Is it a 20 or just 20?
Doesn't matter.
I got
A natural 20 is an instant success.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm the DM, and I told you all this. If you get a natural 20, you instantly succeed. If you get a natural 1, you instantly fail, no matter what it is.
Dang it.
Alright, so he then casts, I just had it in my mind. What's that flippin' spell that basically creates a lock on the door and can only be opened with a single password?
Arcane lock, but you can also open it, but you just have disadvantage on picking the lock.
Yeah, so he casts Arcane Lock, and a shield see-through doorway appears over. Can I try nat 20 for me? Fudge. Okay, well, how am I gonna play this up?
He accidentally locks himself in.
Ah, fudge. Okay. He looks at Fang Pru. He looks at Fang Pru, his hand kind of shaking, his teeth grinding together. He really wants to fight you guys. He really wants to kill you guys. But then he stops. Takes a deep breath.
P-word.
I would love to kill you now, so don't tempt me. I'll leave it to him.
Keyword.
I'm very busy.
He then he runs upstairs, leaving you guys in the room with Dr. Ignition and the now shaking, stuttering, twitching, about to be brought back alive Collector.
So, Ignition, am I allowed to blow it up?
I wish that that action would not be necessary, but it turns out there's no other choice.
Okay, do you got some clay, a bit of gunpowder?
Why would I keep that stuff around my laboratory?
You are a scientist, aren't you? It'd be pretty stupid if you did.
Leroy, guess what? You're not at the bottom of the initiative. The Collector got a 4. Alright. So, with the fight about to begin,
the person at the top of the initiative is Mino. What would you like to do?
After Tlif.
Okay. Before the collector can come alive, you run towards the door. The arcane lock is there. It's still there.
Right. I can't open it. So I will turn around. We at the moment we are three creatures. And I cast bless
Okay.
at first level, so everyone gets a 1d4 for attack and saving throws.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will cast spiritual weapon on second level, which is the usual level. Give me a second. And I will attack.
All right.
Every time me whips
Roll.
out a spiritual weapon, I shake in fear.
Roll to hit.
25.
25.
Yes.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Yep. I mean, it's a level 2, which is the basic spiritual weapon level, because I used a lot of my big spells last session. It's a 1d8.
Poor shadow being.
Yeah.
If you knocked me out twice, I can finally use the one spell I've been wanting to use for quite a while.
What damage is this?
5 damage. 5 plus 4, 9 damage of I think it's bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yep, okay, that fits. Alright, so 5 damage. There we go. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Oh, force damage.
Force damage, okay, yeah. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yeah, I used my action and my bonus action.
Alright, next is Fang Pru. What you gonna do, buddy?
By the way, you get a d4 for attacks.
Wait, so you're saying if I use sneak attack, I get a +4?
Remember, sneak attack only works if you have advantage.
Or if you're outflanking the enemy.
Or if you're flanking the enemy. Yeah, but that gives you advantage too. Basically, any situation that gives you advantage, that's the only time where it will work.
Ceasefire, whips out fire extinguisher, casts...
First, what was the shotgun roll again? Okay, so if you are if you are like 5 feet away from your enemy, it's a 1d3. If you are 10, if you are no wait, fudge. If you're 10 or 15 feet away, how much ammo you got? Yeah. If you are 10 or 5 feet away, it's 1d3. If you are 15 or 20 feet away, it is 1d10. If you are 25 or 30 feet away, it's 1d10. And if you are any further away than that, it is, like, I'm pretty sure I made it 5d6.
Holy moly.
Basically, this gun does a lot of damage as long as you're really close.
Close and personal. Just like any other relationship that you get kicked out of.
Ha 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 ha, funny. And the explosive bullets. I will deal with how much basically, the way I do explosives is that I add a few d6s onto the end of that, the original damage. Unless in Leroy's case where he throws an explosive potion. So basically, it will just be an extra 3d6 on top of the original damage.
The only exception, me making an explosive potion and throwing it.
It's because there's no original damage to go off of. It's just an explosion, so I have to come up with a few stuff.
Yeet in the
So,
belly.
so point blank. So 3d10 plus 3d6.
Wait, wouldn't the explosion also hurt you since you're literally point blank?
Yeah, that's probably the only problem. You won't get hit with as much damage, but you will feel something.
Remember, kids, the most dangerous part of the explosion is the force it gives off, not the explosion part.
Yes, a nuke can be dropped into an area and you can be nowhere near the main blast radius or where any of the fire explosive pot is, but the force that's exerting out will kill you. First, I will sneak closer. Roll stealth. Actually, forget about that. You're going to succeed.
Just let him roll. Maybe he rolls a one.
Maybe he rolls a 1.
Maybe he trips and falls and hit his face.
Yes.
Not prone.
Limpton! Oh my god, you are here!
I'm not late, I don't know what you're doing.
Alright, Limpton T, while Fang Pru's doing his thing, I need to catch you up. So basically, you guys went to the kingdom. We went to the back to the castle, and we found Dr. Ignition. He turned off the collector robot, only to find that Tlif was hiding behind him, the main big bad evil guy. He smashed a pipe that was next to the collector, negative energy went onto the collector, and now you are fighting him.
Nice.
Tlif has also created a door that can only be opened by either lockpicking or by saying a secret password, and has run upstairs. So, during this whole entire fight, in the middle of Fang Pru's turn, Limpton T walks through the door, the massive doorway, and is just sipping on the finest of teas. Like, we're talking about the Mona Lisa of the fine brew.
Was I able to hear the password?
No! 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 I just realized, no! No music! Fudge off! Go away, please! Go away! Disconnect! Don't put on music!
You could just mute it?
Yes, but I already did mute it and it's playing still.
Modern problems cause modern solutions.
So 34 to sneak. That is flippin' superb. Great. So Fang Pru, are you gonna sneak towards the robot now? And while he's doing that, Limpton T, please roll initiative and give me your armor class.
Limpton T, your mic is echoing.
Initiative 1.
Okay, so not even the collector's at the bottom of the initiative. It's Limpton.
Oh yeah.
Until he's in the +3. But yeah.
Was I able to hear the password of the passive perception of 24?
Perception is looking, not hearing.
Or is it investigation? I don't know. It's literally called passive int.
The way that this was set up is that he had his back turned to you, so I would say that you could probably read his lips to know what the password was. However, that's not the case if you couldn't see his lips.
He got them big lips.
Limpton T, what is your armor class?
13.
13, okay.
You got an echoing mic, Limpton.
I have an echo?
Yeah, you're echoing. Specifically, my voice is echoing.
Anybody who speaks is echoing.
Webinar.
Yep, we're good.
See? Yep, much better. Never mind.
Okay, does a 24 hit him? Yes! Roll damage.
By the way, he joined us later, so forget it. Because of bless, but
I'm gonna go and get a drink really quickly. Fang Pru, you roll damage.
And I'm gonna try and fix this problem, I'll be right.
let's go.
That is Leroy basically in the corner of everybody just attacking one single creature.
By the way, if we ever fight Tlif one-on-one, I would like to discuss a strategy with
And
you
I'm back.
beside
Okay.
Nuke 'em!
Hi,
Nuke it!
beside it.
Fang Pru, what's the
Everything
damage?
I know how to do is nuke.
Yeah, I don't know why echoing is happening.
Fang Pru, I need
It's
damage.
finally stopped.
Fang Pru? 46? Okay. Okay.
It's Fang Pru.
Holy shoot. Alright.
Oh no.
No.
What? Oh, fudge. Oh, no. Did you look at the flippin' nuclear paladin thing? Flippin' 255 damage.
Oh,
I-
yeah, Paladin.
I think I won't be able to use my final trump card.
Wait. Wait. I forgot something. Fang Pru, have you ever gotten a natural 1 at all in this game that we've played?
He has gotten it actually once, remember?
Yeah, but it was in my campaign. It was in the alternate universe, I think.
In this campaign,
It
you got it
wasn't-
twice? Okay.
If I remember.
I'm gonna use the collector's secret ability. On a saving throw or hit roll, the collector can change the roll of a previous roll number the same target has made. So, Fang Pru, your hit that got you 56 damage is instead changed to a natural 1. And I'm just gonna...
Wait, so he does no damage?
No damage. He missed.
Still, he looks at the floor and shoots his leg. He now needs.
You feel...
does not have a leg.
You feel time and reality warp around you. As all of a sudden, that perfect strike that you are about to make goes horribly wrong. But you feel as though you did everything perfectly. As you all of a sudden start spinning out of control. Yeah, you can action surge. I was just doing a thing.
Hey you, Fang Pru. Are you all doing okay? You don't seem all right today.
A nat 20 does hit, and does double damage, I'm pretty sure.
I'm afraid.
So,
Looks like
roll damage, please. Scary laughter. And off the... So, while Fang Pru is doing his turn, this is probably going to be the last thing that he does, probably. So, in order to keep the fight going, Leroy, do you mind doing your move while Fang Pru is typing? That way I can keep track of both of them, and we'll just say that both of these things are happening at the same time.
how hurt does the robot look?
Considering that he is about to be hit by Fang Pru, and depending on the damage, it might be a lot. I would say he looks like he had a massive dent put into the front of him, but as the robot is massive, a big dent is a small dent compared to him. 87? Alright, no, screw that. Screw that. I'm doing it again. Flippin' natural one. Natural one.
How often can you
No
use
damage.
You know what?
Leroy, make your move.
Is he looking at me or is he not?
He's basically only just coming online, so he's assessing where he is. Don't worry, I can't do. Don't worry, I can't do the change to a natural one every single time. There is a limit.
I look for a pebble on the floor.
You still have a bonus action. You can take it, Fang Pru, while Leroy's doing his move.
I do a pebble on the ground and use it as a sneak attack.
Okay.
Because
You are not flanking with anyone. You are not hiding or sneaking. I don't think
the
you have
robot is
any
still
way to
going
get an
online.
advantage.
The robot is still online. It's assessing and it's confused. So technically,
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll give you advantage over on this. So yeah, you can sneak attack.
good. Why is this app so weird?
So, Fang Pru's bonus action and Leroy's attack is happening at the same time.
Cunning action and this jump. What? Are you just jumping off the jumping off the roof?
Thank you, we need you.
Are you actually doing this? Do I actually have to say this? I hope not. Oh, okay. Fang Pru immediately just had both of his attacks miss. He flippin' throws his weapon up into the air. Flippin' says, "I give up," and runs towards the window and jumps out the window. Glass just smashes, and he's just gone.
I got an 11 as my sneak attack damage.
Fang Pru, if you want to survive this, you have to do an acrobatics check to try and not fall flat on the ground.
What does an 11 do?
Yeah, you'll take your weapon, but yeah. So, are you rolling to hit?
Still, no, I roll damage. Since sneak attack basically doesn't have to roll to hit.
Okay. So you do 11 damage.
Yep, and I give Master of Tactics Clifton.
So Fang Pru, you like manage to get back to the wall and kind of use your claws and your weapon to kind of drag yourself down the wall to stop yourself from falling at hundreds of miles an hour. You can hear the of concrete and metal as you just slide to a halt, and now you're on the side of the wall.
I can give Limpton Master of Tactics and tell him, while he's down, quickly, beat the crap out of it.
Wouldn't do.
Okay. Leroy, is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright.
11 damage and Master of Tactics.
Alright. Now it is the Collector's turn, as the Collector is now fully online. His 6 arm appendages spread outwards. It immediately gets to work, starting to take the books that's stacked on the shelves off the shelves and opening them. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Just let me choose one of his amazing moves that I can do.
I am gonna...
Okay.
I give him disadvantage.
You give him disadvantage?
Yes.
That's fine because there isn't a roll for what he's about to do. He immediately says,
Wait, game over. He took 1 extra damage from the 1d4 from Bless.
"All right, I'll put it on there."
No, the 1d4 is not attack, not damage, but to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind then. He says,
Defense protocols activated. Activating simulation. Blast from the past. Activating simulation.
do you guys remember how you all took 56 necrotic damage from the Circle of Death at the City of Thieves?
No.
Well,
No.
you all took 56 damage when that dude cast Circle of Death to everyone back when Hunter was staring down the dude who stole the magic book. So,
Oh no.
as he looks at a book and activates the simulation, the whole world around you disappears.
Dr. Ignition disappears. You're no longer at the Kingdom of Technology, but now back in the City of Thieves, surrounded by everyone who you very well know what's going to happen to them. And Hunter is in front of you. The dude has his hands out and says Circle of Death. Everyone takes 56 necrotic damage. As
Dead.
We don't even do a save.
nope.
I'm dead.
Well, you're
know
not
what?
dead. You're not dead, but you can be brought back.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious. So I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you what Blast from the Past does. Hit the target with an attack it was previously hit by at any point in its life.
Even
So
does
which
even
one?
Fang Crew does the take the damage?
Fang Pru is not in the room, so he will not. Fang Pru doesn't take the damage.
Can I use my rogue ability? Half of it? With the reaction?
To only take half damage.
Yes.
You can, yes.
Wait, so 56. What's half of 56 again?
I will say, just take 23 damage.
Oh, I'm at 35 HP. Oh no.
And you're
Don't worry,
dead.
I can't. Don't worry, I can't do this again. I can't do this again next turn.
Wait, so does that affect me? Which
Yes.
attack is this?
You were at this is necrotic damage. You were at the City of Thieves.
Didn't I half that?
If you can explain to me how you half it.
Let me see if I remember how I halved it before.
It's
Soap
necrotic
monkey.
damage. Are you resistant to it?
No.
Man, I should have picked the armor resistance and gotten necrotic for my replicate magic item.
I didn't realize how low I was. Should have healed myself.
Don't worry, they will probably bring you back to life, and everything will probably be hunky dory. So I will let you know. There's while writing the attacks for this guy, I realized that I might be making him too overpowered, and if I spam this thing over and over and over again, you guys are definitely gonna die. So I added this when I wrote its actions. All actions can't be used twice in a row. If an action has been used, you can't use it again next turn, but you can use it the turn after that. So I can't use Blast from the Past until after his next turn. Just to make it fair.
Looks like I'll have a chance to use that one ability I've been wanting to use.
So has everybody taken the damage?
Yep.
How
I am
much was
very
it?
hurt.
56?
Yep.
By the way, Bless is off since a concentration spell,
Okay,
and
there
my
it is.
spiritual weapon
Evasion.
is off again.
Okay. He will then use time gets around to a previous turn. Okay. He's not going to use his bonus action. Instead, he is just going to end his turn. So now it is so now it's Limpton's turn.
Yeah, and from evasion, that's how I halved it before. It's on a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Half the
So you
dex.
take half the damage. Next one you make, let me see. it first because this can go against a Terrasec. Are you talking about bosses? The reason why there's no roll for the reason why there okay, yeah, I understand. The reason why there's no roll for this is because this can easily be negated. If you guys only got hit once and it was an extremely weak hit at that, or if you guys never got hit at all, this ability would never work.
But you put out the big guns.
God, I'm not a freaking zombie again. 'Cause
Base-
if I was, I'd be dead.
Basically, if you guys got hit, which you have, with an attack and you've only taken 6 damage, he could repeat that, but it won't instantly kill you. It will just go bang. There you go. You take 6 damage. That's it. That's his move. But because at the City of Thieves you took 56 necrotic damage, he can recreate that whole entire scenario again. That's why I was scared for Nimble, because my plan was that I was going to recreate the moment where he got hit with the Zombie King's sword and he died instantly.
By the
Looks
way,
like I'm gonna have to pick up the big guns.
Fang Brew calls from a natural 20 to a natural 1. He calls it bullshit for the robot not being on yet.
Yeah, the reason why it probably is better than a Terrazak is because his secret move, he can use it 3 times and he gains 1 use at the beginning of all of his, every single time it's his turn.
You mean at the end of his turn?
Yeah, at the end of his turn, he gains 1 use of his secret ability.
Didn't he use it twice in one?
Yep, so now he's just gained it so he can use it 2 more times.
Oh. Thank God my ability uses over 20.
I think I might kill you guys.
Not if I kill myself first.
Are those fighting words?
Okay, so Lempton T, it is your turn.
Question.
Yes, Mino?
Question. Is it like a spell? Like he needs to say something, or
It's not a spell. It's more so... Well, I'm not going to explain what it is, because you can ask Dr. Ignition. But I'm just going to let you know it's not a spell.
okay?
It's more like a simulation, if that.
Looks like I will finally be able to use the one spell I've been wanting to use.
Limpton T, if you remember, light particles.
Now to beat him up.
Okay, go. Roll the hit.
13, 18, 26, and 23.
13, 18, 26, and what was the last one?
23.
23. Miss, hit, 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 hit.
Okay.
So you missed one of them.
Ye-
Give me the total damage. Don't separate it. Just give me the total.
29.
29. Okay. So... No one questioned my math.
How are they gonna work?
So as Limpton T just jumps towards the massive collector, he immediately just unleashes his full force into the collector, constantly punching, leaving dents left, right, and
One
center.
of them has stun on it.
With the
Can
only
we-
sound, in the room being the auras of his hits.
Why is Aravi the only bot that's not working?
I have zero flip a clue. So,
Can
Limpton
we
T, is
just
that
pick
the
it
end
out
of your
and-
move?
By the way, one of those had stun on them.
He is... you hit him, trying to stun him, but it doesn't seem like stunning affects robots. that the end of your turn?
1 second.
Okay, Arrive is working, but not in the D&D game. In the chat,
Okay.
it seems.
Okay. I did hit you with a Fury Blow, so I'm going to use one of the abilities from Way of the Open Hand. Do a dex saving throw. If not, he falls prone.
Okay. I am gonna change something with this robot, and I'm gonna tell you now, Limpton T. He is able to fly, so he is basically hovering. So you can't prone him, but
That's not how that works.
I'm going to. The way I wrote this guy out, he can't be prone, but I'm going to change that because I think I'm going to kill you guys by accident. 8. Okay, he fails.
Technically, you can smack him down.
So all of a sudden, he just falls backwards and he starts rolling towards the bookshelf behind him, hits that, and starts rolling forward, and then just sticks up where he's meant to be hovering.
Well,
Is that the end of your turn, Limpton?
Did he fall prone?
He is prone.
Okay.
how
Mino, it's your
damaged
Mino. Make a death saving throw.
19.
Okay, that's one success. Fang Pru, it's your move. You are right now hanging on the outside of the castle.
Oh no, I just noticed if I were to cast this spell, everybody would die except 8 of us. Wait,
You mean the
DM,
whole city?
how high are we from the ground?
Very high. If Fang Pru didn't stop himself from falling, he'd be dead.
Are we above 500 feet?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, then we're safe.
I will go and take the unconscious Mino and start to climb down. So you're going to run into the room, get Mino, get out of the room, and start climbing down the castle? Okay. I'll say that you can definitely do this. This is completely plausible. Okay, I will ask you to make a straight strength check, because you need to be able to hold Mino while also supporting your own weight in order to climb down the tower.
If you drop me, I
Mino
am
is dead.
dead.
Not if I can cast my spell before he did.
Okay. So if Fang Pru is just spending his turn climbing down the tower, then next will be Leroy. So, Leroy, make your move.
Well, how hurt does the robot look?
It looks like it has a lot of dents from where Limpton punched him a billion times. It has a lot of dents, but it's still working.
Well, I cast the one spell I've been wanting to use. Sadly, it takes 2 actions. The first action, teleports everybody else to safety up to 1,000 feet from the origin of the
Wait, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yep. And my final words,
Oh no.
it's been fun traveling with you guys. I actually thought that I would make it farther. But looks like this is the end of my rope.
Is the teleportation thing only if you're willing?
Nope, just allies.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
even have-
So, Limpton T, you get teleported out of the room. Leroy, mind explaining exactly what happens in the room?
What
Well,
about
everybody
Ed?
else explodes. Oh, he also, since he's also considered an ally.
Question: is Tlif still upstairs?
Tlif is...
And,
I'm not gonna say.
if he's around 500 feet of me, he's also teleported.
But he's not an ally.
Technically, he's considered an ally towards me since I met him and.
Okay. Alright. So, Limpton, right next to you stands a wizard that you have never met before. Leroy,
Just
please continue explaining what happens in the room.
That's it. Everybody leaves except me, and the robot has one more turn.
Is that the end of your move?
Either. Yep.
All right.
Because it takes 2 actions to fully cast the spell.
Okay. The collector looks around, assessing that everyone's gone.
Also,
And then he
all
looks
magic is
down,
nullified
and then he
except
looks down at
the
Leroy.
spell. Huh?
It gets up, hovering once again. And then it uses... And then it says...
Activating defense protocol. Time simulation.
Oh, yeah, also, the other thing about the spell, it nullifies all spells and resistances.
Alright. He is not using a spell. He says,
Activating defense protocol. Time simulation.
Leroy, you begin to watch as reality around you fades away. But what replaces it is a very familiar setting that I think you deserve this completely for what you did there. You are in a green emerald-like temple with a very familiar person standing in front of you. Atlantia.
Looks like I'll be going down the same way you went down, Queen.
That will be the end of his turn, considering that he used an entire turn to create. That he has to use an entire turn to create this simulation. So, your move.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
can cancel it early if I can cancel it if I use another action. That's why I call it
Mino.
actions.
Make another death save. Fang Pru's going to spend his turn climbing down the tower.
Natural
Leroy.
20.
Pun?
Natural 20.
Holy shoot! Mino, you're back! You are back alive!
And hanging from Fang Pru's shoulder, looking down into the depths. Oh shit.
Alright. Leroy, what's your move?
Is the robot still around?
No. Basically, everything has been replaced with Atlantis.
I don't know what has happened.
And Atlantia stands in front of you.
Still hold... So Atlantis, what are you doing here?
Basically, she doesn't answer. She only moves closer to you. Yes, Leroy's body is still there. Basically, it looks like Leroy is just talking to himself.
Can I see if it's like an illusion?
Roll intelligence.
And I want to use Artificer's thing. +3.
Okay.
Which will give me... How is it 21?
Wait, did you get a 21?
Yes, I got a 18 and then +3 with the Artificer Flash of Genius, which equals a 21.
Okay. You look around you. This simulation looks almost perfect. Except by looking hard enough at your surroundings, you can see where bits of textures of all of the scenery around you kind of falls apart. You know how games have this specific type of graphics called too real to be real?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. It looks like your surroundings are too real to be real. So you know that's a simulation. However, with how everything is, with this simulation, if you get hit in the simulation, you will feel pain.
So you're saying even though if I cast an area effect damage, it will affect both, since it's both a simulation and reality.
Yep. The Atlantia isn't really there. You know she's dead. However, if she hits you, you will feel her punch.
Well, I always hated her as well. I use my final action to cast the final parts of the spell. Dealing...
Leroy, I don't like the suspense.
440 damage.
Okay. Leroy, mind explaining to me?
Leaving me as a stone statue?
Leroy, mind explaining to everybody how this thing dies?
Well, as I finally look at my watch, I press kind of a secret button to the left, pulling up a panel with the timer of exactly 10 seconds. As I use those 10 seconds, I look at my past, remembering all the good things and the bad. Remembering all the journeys we had. Mino, Nimble, Vancrew, Limpton, and Digger. As a final tear drops from my eye, the explosion ends. Me and the creature.
One last thing pops into your mind before everything ends. And it's the face of your father's killer. And how, ever since that, all of the events from that day led you to these amazing friends who you will probably cherish for the rest of the 5 seconds you have. And with that, everything goes black. Back on ground, when Fang Pru reaches the ground, Limpton T, you see Fang Pru and Mino finally reach the ground. Mino, you are thankful to the Lord that he did not drop you. You guys look around, and you don't see Leroy with you. You look upwards, and a massive explosion happens at the top of the tower. Mino, the Nimble's bird form body is not on your shoulder anymore.
Also, the statue is indestructible. It takes 2 revival spells if you want to fully revive the person.
He really did it.
Oh, he's not considered an ally. I do not know what's gonna happen to him.
Fang Pru, you do not see Tlif. Mino, the Nimble's patron isn't on your shoulder anymore.
Can I see him?
No.
I call out to him.
You hear in your head instead of with your ears.
Give me a few minutes. I would like to repay your kindness.
I'm just gonna move away from everyone else and move to Leroy. Leroy, mind unmuting yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
so after everything goes black, a few minutes go by. You are surprised that even with you know that your body is dead, you still have consciousness. You open your eyes expecting to find heaven or hell, whichever one that you do believe in. But instead, you find yourself in space. Stars all around, planets as far as the eye can see, with a black figure with purple eyes standing in front of you. And he says,
It's good to see you, Leroy, though you might not know who I am, as you have not seen me in this form before.
Your voice sounds familiar. I think I've heard it before, but just can't put my finger on it.
immediately you realize that this is Nimble's patron.
So this is what you see away your time. He speaks to you.
This is where Nimble comes to whenever he seeks my guidance. This is also where Nimble is babysitting my son.
You see very far off in the distance a small shadow being with purple eyes is hanging off of Nimble's feathers.
Oh, thank God I don't have any children.
Trust me, it's not as bad as you might think. Anyway,
I'll take your word.
you know that your body is dead.
Yes.
Why did you do what you did? I'm curious.
Well, I saw a very good friend of me. Mine died before. And I thought to myself, I'd rather see myself dying than seeing another friend die.
But you would think that you dying would be better for them?
No.
All of your dreams, and the relationships you made with your friends, do you think that that will all just disappear as you die? Everything that you've done? All your friends will mourn you for this whole entire venture, maybe even take revenge on the person responsible for such a mess. And after all of that, even chasing after your dreams and goals upon this adventure, do you really think it would be better just to leave all that unfinished?
Nothing's best left unfinished. I prefer finishing everything before I leave. But this was a special occasion.
Well, I'm about to do a kindness for what you and your friends have helped me with. I have given Nimble my gift, which I hope he will cherish, for it's all I have to thank him for what he did, bringing me back to my family. But I never did help you or your friends, giving you a gift. And now, Leroy, I give you my gift. The gift of a second chance. You will not die this time. I suggest you make this second chance worthwhile. As you said, nothing is worth unfinished.
I'll take you on your.
Live life to the fullest, Leroy.
As that happens, Leroy, a flash of light envelops in front of your eyes, and when you wake up, you are back in the streets of the Kingdom of Technology. But your body won't move. Mino, Fang Pru, you see a white light envelop behind you. Limpton sees the two.
turn around.
You see Leroy laying on the ground, eyes open, body completely scarred, bruised, scraped. He looks like he should be the Walking Dead.
I run to him and cast heal.
Alright. Leroy, from that explosion,
7.
you were lowered to 1 hit point. So, Mino cast heal wounds and yada yada yada.
You gain plus 80 HP.
Okay. And
And he
as you heal him, Nimble's Patreon, bird form, all of a sudden appears out of reality itself. Just kind of phases in.
Thank you.
Will I ever find a way to repay you?
You already have. However, I'm afraid I cannot do this a second time. Do not take my gift lightly, Leroy. I have given you the gift of a second chance, and you better intend not to take it lightly. Instead of sacrificing yourself for the safety of your friends, instead fight harder to live a few more moments of happiness with your friends. Good.
Leroy, as Mino hugs you, you still feel a little bit of pain. Your body is not 100%, like, not 100% back. So, as she hugs you, you still feel pain moving your body. It will take a while before you can move your body without feeling pain.
That's the punishment for scaring us, and he squeezes Leroy.
It's getting harder to breathe. No. You.
Dr. Ignition, behind you, moves his glasses and then takes them off with a bewildered look. And he says,
Impossible. But my eyes, they can't deceive.
Deceive what?
You, my friend, should be dead.
he puts his glasses back on.
No amount of science can explain this.
Magic.
I suppose maybe magic isn't as bad as this kingdom cracks it up to be, if it's able to create miracles like this.
Well, all you need to know is how to use it and when to use it.
Live in a magic world, idiot.
A few days go by, like roughly about 1, maybe 2 days. It's hard to tell considering that time flies so fast when your friend is severely injured. You guys have been living in the houses of the citizens around you. Leroy, you can now move. You've literally only just recovered. You can now move without feeling pain, so that's a really great thing. Dr. Ignition is writing what has happened in a booklet. And you guys remember that there's like a whole entire team of people salvaging stuff from the actual castle to rebuild it.
By the way, Fang Fu smacks Leroy's head on the back.
Leroy, you feel more pain than when you were hugged. Okay. Oh, you smack Dr. Ignitions.
Oh, he's smacked. Okay.
Ask, ingredients to make one healing potion.
You have the ingredients to make one healing potion, yes.
What do I roll to make it and make it better?
Nature. Actually, no, medicine. Medicine.
Medicine.
Sorry.
And since I'm proficient in alchemy tools,
Yes, you guys all have a long rest.
so that gives me plus 10. And 10, 14, 24. Plus Flash of Genius is a 27.
Okay.
Just wanted to ask if you want my guidance, but I think
You make a very potent potion. Basically, your normal, everyday healing potion. No side effects. Just
And-
straight healing.
And since I use that spell, it's that ability. The person who uses that spell will get another plus 4 healing. You know, I'm not the guy to forget. I still owe you something, don't I? Take it.
Thank you. He pulls you in a hug again, but a bit more gentle this time. Just glad we didn't lose you.
As you guys are having this moment, Dr. Ignition turns around and says, "So, now that you guys are better, what are you guys planning on doing?"
Well, I'm planning to get my friend back to life as I pull Mr. Cuddle's heart out. Since technically I did die, he also died with me.
Honestly, I forgot that Mr. Cuddles was a character.
No, literally,
Everything was
Mr. Cuddles
happening, and I
dies.
forgot that Mr. Cuddles existed.
Mr. Cuddles literally dies when I die.
So, how are you going to bring him back to life?
Well, it's gonna take a while, but it should take me one day at least.
Well, if you need any of the materials around the Kingdom of Technology, let me know. I will give you full authority to use it.
Well, can you bring me some cloth? A bit of leather. I promise
Easy
my
as-
little friend something.
Easy as pie.
He pulls out a, it, yeah, I'll say that these are invented. He pulls out a walkie-talkie. He talks into it, and roughly around 20 minutes later, a guard comes back with a entire line of cloth.
This should do. As I take the time to make a tiny top hat and crown out of the materials. Since I did promise Mr. Cuddles to make a top hat and a crown and a little cape.
As he does that for Mr. Cuddles, Dr. Ignition looks towards the rest of the party, Limpton T, Fang Pru, and Mino, and goes,
So, what's the plan for when you leave the Kingdom of Technology? If I heard correctly, you were looking for artifacts.
Yes. This wasn't the first time Tlif stole something important from the kingdom. He already has the harp from the Kingdom of Freedom and the trident on Waterloo.
Well, I didn't want to say this to begin with, but I think you should know.
he walks outside, signaling you guys to follow him.
By the way, Leroy, what was the potion again? A plus
It's
4?
just a normal healing potion.
Okay.
But improved twice, technically.
So, Dr. Ignition is signaling you guys to follow him.
Where? Where were the plants I gave you when I first arrived? How's it going?
Mina, I think he's talking to you.
I mean, no, I'm talking to Eggman.
Dr. Ignition.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they might have exploded along with the rest of my bedroom, and my office, and my workbench, and my creation. I got so much work to do.
Well, as they all say, it's better left to leave everything finished than unfinished. If you need me to make the plans again, I can easily make them for you if you want.
Thank you.
Dr. Ignition is still signaling you guys to follow him.
Sure.
Yeah,
You guys follow him. You walk for a while. But you go to a... Fangpru doesn't follow him. You go to a specific area that you guys remember where you fought the shadow creature. You look at the tube that hosed the negative energy, and it's empty. No negative energy is flowing through it.
Why don't you try solar energy, my friend?
Well, I would like to try that. We still have the positive energy orb. The point that I'm trying to make is that I never touched the negative energy orb. It's missing. That's the artifact, wasn't it?
Oh. Fiddlesticks.
By the way, Fang Pru said, and you should, that Fang Pru said that the king should join the other kingdoms in the fight.
I will consider that. We definitely do have the resources and the equipment in order to help out the kingdoms in all-out war. I will say this. You guys have my full trust and respect. If there's anything that you guys ever need in the future, come to me directly and I shall help you.
It's always good to have some help.
He turns around, looks at the pipe, and you guys hear him muttering to himself.
I had the artifact that would have saved the world in my hands, and I was too smart to keep it safe.
Well, but at least you thought of your kingdom first and not the world.
What is Tlif's plan exactly?
From what I've learned of the artifacts is, one is to heal, the other one is to summon dragons, I believe. But if you use it, the gods are gonna be very, very mad. Could cause a world-ending catastrophe or anything like that.
I don't know. Teacher says the gods are weak.
I
Wait.
also remember him saying about demons. But
Wait.
rule.
Something just clicked. He pulls out a piece of scrap paper that unfolds into what looks like a map. He puts it on the ground, pulls out a pencil, and starts drawing lines and dots all over it. Then he scrunches it up, puts it into his pocket, and immediately starts looking around for something.
Can I try and remember what that means?
What he's doing.
Yeah, so what the line and dots mean.
It seems like he's trying to triangulate a specific place. Like he's trying to figure out where something is by drawing lines of where it could possibly be and seeing where it most likely is. Basically, he's trying to find something, a place. And now he's looking around trying to find a item.
What are you trying to look for?
I need a telescope. I need something binoculars, something...
located Atlanta. I could help.
No, I know where it should be. I just need something to find out if it is there. I need binoculars, spyglass, telescope, something. I had a telescope in my office, but it must have blown up along with Leroy.
What are you looking for?
Wait. He runs off and comes back 5 minutes later holding a telescope. He sets it up and looks through it. He's looking through the sky, and then he stops. He smiles, and then says, "Take a look."
By the way, Fang Pru gave him a spyglass, and Mino takes a look.
Yeah, I know, but it was too late. I already got ahead. I'm not gonna undo the dramaticness of it now. Sorry, Fang Pru.
I look through the telescope.
As you look through the telescope, you are surprised to see buildings. No. A village. No. A kingdom? In the sky. Flying hundreds of thousands of meters above the land you know.
And do a history check.
Me too.
You can try and do a history check.
Number 24.
Limpton T. What did you get, Mino?
11.
Okay, you succeed too. You both know that Algerath has no flying cities. That is pure myth. That should not exist. Fang Pru, you know this as well. Algerath should not have any of this. It is not a thing. However, there is a kingdom that went missing 50 years ago.
Teach used to talk about that one.
So, do you have a way to get up there?
Oh, most definitely. Haven't you seen our flying boats? If you guys had a boat, we could easily be able to equip it in order to fly through the air. Maybe even be able to make it transform into a normal boat and also into a flying boat.
Oh,
We have a boat.
I tried to summon the gate guardian.
You can't summon the Gate Guardian. If you remember, I said that I gave you a stone that if you speak into it, it basically acts as an Uber.
Oh yeah, I speak to the stone and say, "Wakey akey, eggs and bacon, get your boat back in aching."
You hear through the rock, it says, sure. Then the ground begins to shake.
It feels as though everything's lifting up the ground. Except it doesn't feel like it as soon as you see tiny pebbles begin to rise from where they were resting. Does everyone has a rock? Yes. Then you see where the castle exploded. There is a massive rip that's just being teared through what seems like reality itself, as if it was just a piece of paper. And what comes through is the HMS Point, your faithful ship that seems to just be pulling itself through it. And as soon as it gets out, it drops directly in front of you guys. A man jumps out from the ship, jumps in front of you guys, wearing a blue mask. He takes the mask off, and he says,
Did you guys order an Uber?
He does this.
Alright, cool. We added the, stuff to it that you wanted.
For quickness and style.
We added
You
the...
deserve a 5-star rating.
We added a... Thank you, sir. We added stuff to it. The things that you wanted. We upgraded the cannons and also increased its armor, so now it'll be hard to hit. So basically, if you guys remember when you spent all that silver to increase its armor class,
Andrew said this episode is sponsored by Uber.
it's not sponsored by no one!
This episode was sponsored by DoorDash, where you can
So,
get your food
your
delivered to
HMS
your door.
point has 20 armor class, and the cannons have been upgraded in damage. Fangpru, you are still the captain of the ship.
Also, does the lab that I asked for already included?
Yeah, it's implemented. So basically they add the room your lab into the ship.
Well, you can borrow my lab if you want. Ignition?
That is kind of you, however, I do not have the luxury to explore the world. I have to help get this kingdom back to normal.
Oh, I was asking if you need the lab for like temporary until you get your lab repaired.
Maybe.
As he says that, the dude is like, okay, I'm going to get lost now. I have to go back in case somebody orders their Uber. He puts his mask on and says, thank you for, what's the saying again? You know what, just thank you. And he grabs what seems like the air itself and rips it open to reveal a blue portal and just walks through it. The portal then just snaps closed.
You gotta love those
Uber,
guys.
you know, Shuba.
You gotta
Shuba.
love those guys.
That's what it's gonna be now. It's not Uber, it's Schuber now.
I mean, it's good service.
The Dr. Ignition then says,
Well, now that you have your ship, I can tell you that from my guesses, that kingdom is where the next artifact is.
Oh. Do you know what type of artifact they could be using?
Egg, hear me. Are you the king? No, but you can be a king. Yes. You have literally all the time in the world and more seeing what your robot could do in Mad Voice.
I told you once before that I do not like the term king. However, yes, I am the ruler of this land. I have to spend my time putting back together what our robots have destroyed. And I also have to think of what precautionary measures could keep our kingdom safe. I do have responsibilities after all.
How about an electromagnetic pulse device that, in case everything goes haywire, you can make everything reboot?
Maybe. But either way, for now, we must put all of our effort into getting your boat into ship shape.
He giggles to himself. Then signals a bunch of people, and they all engineering people come over and try to figure out how to get your ship to their workshop. And he says,
I would suggest that you guys go and relax. Have some time off, or maybe help around in the city a little bit. This is gonna take a while.
Well, I can use this time to revive my partner.
Bang Crew says, how about a time saver? Dumb joke.
Burst mode.
So what does everyone go off and do while they're waiting for the boat to be rebuilt?
Oh, I bring back Mr. Cuddles.
Yes. Limpton?
Do I still have that certain item from that certain time?
In your next session, you will have that item.
Okay.
I'm coming up with the rules for it. And you guys will understand what the item is as soon as Limpton gets it.
Oh yeah, I would also... Continue.
I'm just gonna chat the item in my spare time.
Fangpru, I will to Google and ask Mino if they will come with. So Fangpru wants to go and ask the sages again, a bunch of questions again, and Mino, he's asking if you want to come along.
Hey, Leroy, Fang and I are going to the library again. Would you like some help when we return, Mr. Cuddles?
No. But I will give you something that you've been asking for quite a while.
What do you mean?
Oh, you will see. I think it was
Okay.
Nimble who made it.
All right. So,
Okay, see you later. And Mino goes with Fang too.
all right. As the group separates, they think back of literally everything that has happened. Everything happened so fast, and you are surprised to have made it out alive. But you feel as though your adventure is only halfway done. And with that, that is where our session will end for today. Leroy? Leroy?
Yeah.
You've ruined another boss fight for me. I tried so flippin' hard, and I put so much effort into the collector, and then you explode him, just like Atlantia. God damn it.
By the way,
I didn't mean to.
I don't want to appear greedy.
Nah, just say it.
Can I ask the king for diamonds?
You will have to ask him in the next session.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Flippin',
As the item is...
I'm gonna put the collector in the chat for people to see it. Cause you need to see the amount of work I put into this guy. He is, basically his whole entire thing was meant to be about time, how, things that previously hurt you can still hurt you now, how you can't escape time, and how he was going to, like, bring back all the bosses that you previously beaten, only they're weaker, and every single time that he did, you wouldn't be hurting him, you would be hurting that simulation, and he would still have the exact same health. And then I was going to rewind time for him to make him have full health. I worked so damn hard on this guy. And he died exactly how Atlantia died.
Yes, I was also thinking about how you described. Yeah, he looks quite hurt. But Mino was already unconscious, so I thought, okay, Leroy with his kamikaze spell might be overdoing it a bit, but when you say, okay, he turns time back and heals himself up, yeah, that might have been necessary.
How much HP did he have?
I want to know why he only got me with the nat 1 thing. It's because you were doing damage that was like 40 to 80! I say
How much HP did he have?
he had 200 HP and an armor class of 16.
Oh, so I dealt 200 extra damage.
Yep. Yeah, I know I gave you the bullets, but for God's sake, you were dealing that much damage, I didn't want him to die instantly, then Leroy happened.
On the bright side, even if you reversed the time, he would have died again.
Yeah. I mean, then again, because another one of his moves, which I very much liked, is that it was called time repetition. And basically, when you guys are fighting him, he can repeat an entire move that has previously been done in the fight. So the exact same dialogue happens, the exact same moves happen, and the exact same attacks happen. Only attacks against him get disadvantage.
Oh,
Because he's seen it all happen before.
so even if he were to do that, and I was in the middle of doing it, he would have been quite in the loop.
Is that an angry? Fang Fu reacted, face with symbol. Yay!
How much much H? Oh yeah, he had 200 HP.
Basically, when you use the kamikaze thing, he had 146 HP. You did 400 damage to a dude who could never survive what you threw at him.
To be exact, it's 440.
Oh my god, I put so much effort into this guy. Anyway, so now it's time for the inevitable questions that I always ask. How did you guys enjoy this session?
Besides me going down in the first round. Yep.
Does it feel like this world is actually dangerous now?
Yeah.
Instead of just every single boss is an instant kill? Fang Pru, you flippin'... This world is annoying for you.
The danger to the world.
This world is literally just annoying to you, that's it. Limpton Tea...
Overpowered.
Limpton Tea, Leroy, what did you think of today's session?
It was amazing. Oh yeah, the item that I wanted to create is a teapot that infinitely spills tea.
Like that.
And you can change the flavors by adding a tea
Trust
herb.
me, you don't need to make that.
No, literally, all you need to do is just touch the teapot with the tea
I
herb.
know, game over knows that I'm doing it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's planning on doing. You know the item that he's asking if he constantly has? Yeah, that's gonna be one of the reasons why.
We really need to change our group name to Tea Party or something in that.
Yes! The group is just... It's just Mino from the from the Tea Party gang.
Tales of Algerath, it's just tales of tea.
Teas and
No, Tales of Algerath isn't you guys, it's the story. You guys are Team Tea Party.
Tea, what do you mean?
You mean tea party and explosives galore?
I love how I said, could we make the ship fly? He said, wouldn't happen, but this session, yes, to flying ship, yes. Shush, okay? I love the idea so damn much. And I liked introducing it as the kingdom of technology created flying ships.
I mean, flying ships are awesome.
Exactly. And the reason why I made a flying kingdom...
Guy that helped at the beginning.
I love the idea of a flying kingdom. If you give me any story and say that there's a flying kingdom in it, you instantly have my attention, because I love the idea of that. So, this kingdom was kind of like a given for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. We never got to know what happened to the guy that was in the Wipeout game. We never heard from him again.
Oh yeah, the dude who was a part of that race. And also, Fang Pru, I never said that the orbs weren't the artifact. I just gave a vague answer that didn't tell you specifically if it was the artifact. I made it vague. So, now I ask the question I always ask. Is there anything I should have improved on? And I'm not talking about any situation where it's like, you shouldn't have killed Mino. I mean actual situations that I could have improved on.
No, to be fair, I think it. Besides that Fang crew got a bit stunned, I think it went quite well.
I think I officially made Fang Pru... I embarrassed Fang Pru.
The
I-
one who always hits, who always succeeds.
It just got utterly destroyed and he just went, screw this, and jumped out the window. He literally didn't want to deal with this.
Hey, if Frank Crew can't finish it, then I will finish it.
Leroy, what do you think I should have improved on in today's session?
Don't make a robot really scared.
Are you telling me not to make a challenging boss fight?
Oh no, the the challenging boss fight, yes, but the robot concept is freaking scary once you put it into contact with. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the robot go through time and make them get
Are you
hurt
telling me I
by
did a good
things.
job with the collector?
Yes.
I tried so damn hard, and he's been in the work ever since the very first session.
Oh my god, and Arave finally works!
Oh, there we go.
Of course, when the session is over.
Lempton T. Do you have anything I should have improved on?
More tea.
Seriously.
Oh yeah,
No, I just think my character needs a little bit of buffing with items because I've got barely anything. That's about it.
Alright, so you're saying that I did a very good
Same
job
here.
this session. Alright.
No, you guys are OP enough. I just have 0 items. I've got normal items.
Well, to be fair, everyone's OP in their own sense, but I can deal with everyone except for Fangpru. I can't deal with Fangpru. I can't kill him. I can stuff him up. I can't kill him. I'm just gonna annoy him until he ends up just doing what he did before and killing himself.
Fang Crew said good luck with the bosses after mid-max
I
Fang.
actually need a buff. I think I need a buff.
Now, for the second question. What was your favorite part about this session?
That I finally was able to use this spell I've been wanting to use for a long time.
Scared of the robot?
You like the collector boss fight? Yes.
Like I said, I should have looked at my HP tracker. I didn't realize how low I was because I have 105 HP and I took 70 HP damage last session, and I already also used quite a lot of my high level spells. The heal I used was my last high level spell.
Oh. Fang Pru. Yes, you can be honest. While he's typing, Limpton T, what was your favorite part of this campaign? Of this session?
Probably the part where, Mina's freaking out as Fang's running down. I think that's,
As Fang was climbing down the building, Mino finally woke up from being unconscious.
yeah. Just panicking.
The only good thing was that Leroy didn't die, but that does mean his sacrifice was for nothing. His sacrifice wasn't for nothing. He killed the robot and he stopped you all from dying.
And caused a ton of property damage.
So, when I saw that Leroy was gonna kamikaze, I was thinking, crud, I forgot about this. Alright, I don't want him to die yet. I need to come up with a reason why he isn't dead. Wait, Nimble's Patreon, they technically all helped him. I only know as much as you've told me about Fang's backstory, although I always have to constantly keep going back to reread it, because I barely remember it. Basically, I keep forgetting everybody's backstory, so I go back and reread the things that people gave me. That's why I was so thankful when Mino wrote out Mino's full backstory, because then I could have had a hard copy and I can just read over it whenever I'm lost.
Actually,
Wait, you didn't? I'm pretty sure you typed it to me.
Yeah, I did.
No, I'm talking about Fang. I'm pretty sure he typed it to me at some point.
Okay, that not even the dungeon master knows your backstory.
Oh, nope, sorry. He didn't. Yeah, he's right. He didn't give it to me. I was thinking about Leroy. Yeah, you didn't give it to me. Wow, I really thought that Fang Pru. I really thought that Fang Pru actually gave it to me. What have I been doing?
No idea.
Anyway, Leroy, what was your favorite part of this session?
It has to be the introduction to Limpton Tea.
Linden T just walking in with a teacup.
Yep.
Just strolling in.
But yeah, I didn't want Leroy to die yet because I still had a whole entire plan for his backstory.
And in fact, I can say,
Interesting.
and in fact, I can say this now because there's literally no way that he can do it now. Leroy, there was a way for you to find out the name of your father's killer. During the whole of the beginning of the kingdom up until when you blew up the room, there was a way that you could have gotten the name of your father's killer.
It has to definitely be sleep, doesn't it?
Basically, I can explain this now. The collector, he writes down everything that happens in the universe. He just knows. And he puts it back on the shelves and collects information from everything that's happened. He has information about when Mino was a child. He has information about when Fang was a child, when Limpton Tea was training in his temple. And in one of those books, he had the name of Leroy's father's killer.
So
I mean, maybe we can ask Google.
Pardon, Limpton?
He wouldn't know too much about my master though, but he would know of him.
No, it's like he wasn't there. Basically, he knows. I'll use Leroy as an example. He wrote down every detail of what happened when Leroy's father died. He wrote down how the place got caught on fire. He wrote down who attacked, and he wrote down who killed Leroy's father. He wrote down who killed who, basically. So he doesn't need to be there. He just knows, and he writes it down and details it in a library of just past happenings.
he knows everything.
But now the robot is dead, and Leroy blew up every single book along with the room. So now Leroy can't find the name of his father's killer, so he just has a face to go off of.
We could try Google.
Maybe. But I doubt that they read all of the books of history
I mean,
in the...
prophets.
I thank you guys for joining me this session, because I've been waiting for this session ever since probably session 3, when you guys were at Arius, because I came up with the Kingdom of Technology then. This was so much fun talking about this kingdom specifically, because this kingdom is where most of my imagination went. This went further than with Waterloo. Because while I did put a lot of thought into Waterloo and I had all of its lore just ready for you to find, with the Kingdom of Technology, I just felt like there was so much more I could explain, and there was so much more I could do with this world. Like, I could explain why they never used magic. I could explain how it got from when the Kingdom of Technology was first made to now. I had actually a whole entire story for Dr. Ignition where he was going to help you during the boss fight, but that didn't happen. And then the Collector, which is the boss that I spent the most time perfecting. Yeah, this is the kingdom that I think I put most of my effort into, and having you guys play through it is absolutely awesome. Again, I'm sad that you guys didn't actually get to participate in the race because I had a whole bunch of mechanics for the race.
I mean, we have a few days' time till the ship is repaired. I mean, Google maybe takes an hour.
Yeah,
What else to do?
but it's like next session I'm planning on getting you guys to that Kingdom in the Sky. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for doing this session and for most of all, just taking it semi-seriously. Like you guys make jokes, but you actually take it seriously, which my old D&D gang doesn't do. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to rush things. It's just that the session's going to end with you guys getting to that Kingdom in the Sky, or at least that's my plan. I'm not going to rush anything because rushing stuff doesn't make a very good campaign. But yeah, thank you guys for helping for doing today's session. It was awesome. You guys are awesome.
You too.
All right, and this is where this session, and this is where my video is going to end. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button to see more awesome and amazing videos that are just like this one. Our amazing adventurers have just saved the Kingdom of Technology, but they're heading to a new location that doesn't seem to be part of Algerath, or at least it shouldn't be. What will they find up in the clouds? What new enemies will they face? And inevitably, how is Tlif and Ferlin going to get there? Because we all know that they're going to get there somehow. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys did all enjoy. Say goodbye, my amazing adventurers.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye then.
And with a, I'm guessing a goodbye from Fang Pru, which is coming up any second now. Any second. Any minute.
Wait for it.
How long does it take to type goodbye? Oh, Phelan Fang is having less and less reason to stay since it's just been going from this place, file, repeat, and no one cares but the group for Algerath, and Fang is caring less. Maybe I might need to change up a couple of people. The point is that no one knows that... No one is supposed to know what Ferlin is planning, and no one is supposed to know about the artifacts. That's the whole point.
Did tell me part of his plan, the ending part. Well, he will release demons across and he'd be given power, I believe.
Anyway, this game is over.